I am Steve. As a child, I yearned for the mines, but something always got in the way.
Go on! Get out of here!
But the call of the mines was too strong. So one day, I started digging and digging until I found...
Why pick the axe when you could pick the pickaxe? Aha! 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 A real knee slapper there. Alright, I'll stop with the puns, my apologies, but today we are investigating the pickaxe. I recorded most of this stuff for this video before the Canteen of Courage update, but obviously I prioritized the items that were added or majorly changed. Look out for the siege armor video, probably next one. But anyway, back onto the pickaxe. This thing is beautiful. It wasn't really changed in the update, like it wasn't changed at all, so that way you can still cover it as is. And of course, as always, Bubbles has something first to say, so take it away, old man.
This is just a normal pickaxe. I found it in the hands of an armored soldier. I believe it was one of those French engineers that I've heard of. I have no use for it, though. Please, take it.
Thank you, Mr. Bubbles. Now onto the stats. It costs 450 francs from the store. I'm not sure why the official wiki says 300. Like, in-game it's 450. I don't know why. It has a range of 5 studs and there's a swing rate of 0.86 seconds, with a swing startup of 0.4 seconds. It also has a whopping 6 penetration. And onto damage. This weapon has damage fall off depending on how many hits the pickaxe has swung. Basically, every hit the damage goes down. The first hit deals 100 damage, then 60 on the second hit, 30 for the third hit, and 26 for the fourth hit, and onwards. I don't really know why that does that, but you know, whatever. And finally, akin to the axe, it has an 8 times headshot multiplier. So it does 8 times the damage if you manage to hit a headshot. I'll go over that in a little more detail a bit later. So it's a pretty powerful weapon. Alright, it definitely juxtaposes the spade in terms of strengths. If you want to watch that video, please check the pinned comment. I'll have that linked there. Now, this weapon is absolutely amazing. Like the axe, he's pretty strong and all. And the pickaxe, it just outshines, it's beautiful, it's amazing. It's an amalgamation of beauty, strength, and versatility. Outstanding. And to be quite frank, I never really played with the pickaxe until I started making the video. And that's when I realized this thing may very well be the best sapper weapon. But I'll get back to that as well. First and foremost, let's look into the primary function of the pickaxe and move on from there. It's really good at taking down single enemies due to its high damage and pretty low range. You can try and maximize the penetration you get with the pickaxe by using the side swing into a horde. And unlike the axe, it's far more bearable in a charge and regular combat. It's more agile, and as a sapper, it's not like you'll be facing off against zombies at the front lines too often. But if you do, it is versatile enough as to succeed at this. It's good enough to do that. That also means it works really well in maps where you can't really rely on your buildings. For instance, in London, Westminster, where your team's really moving around, there aren't too many defense objectives. Your pickaxe will work well there. With its single target attack style, it is absolutely amazing at taking on Zero-Seers and Zappers, and those high health enemies. To maximize the potential with the headshot bonus, using the downward swing while jumping can ensure you hit the damage multiplier, which is 8 times, need I remind you. However, I think, at least, it's fairly impractical in normal gameplay. And honestly, just using the pickaxe normally is great as well. I can't really express in words how much better it is to use than like the axe, how much cleaner it is to use. But again, I haven't found the headshot thing really reliable. Like, there's probably some absolute geniuses and really good people at the game who can do that often. I can't, because I'm kinda dumb. If you are the only player on your team, it isn't the best weapon. Like, right, for instance, in my Alone at the End of the World guide, I suggest axe more because of the penetration, but this weapon is better in pretty much every way. Like, dare I say it's interchangeable, and it's sort of like a straight upgrade. And only for 450 francs, it's a pretty good deal. But wait, there's more. The pickaxe can shove. Akin to the axe, holding or pressing F or your device's equivalent brings out the shove. It's more or less a carbon copy of the axe's shove, being able to stun zombies temporarily. This stun lasts about 3 seconds and works on almost any zombie, including the lanternless igniter. This obviously excludes bombers and zero seers, because like, why would you try and shove them? That's kind of stupid. I mean, why would you try and shove a guy holding a lit torch and a gunpowder barrel? I mean, I had to, for the video, but that's besides the point. And amazingly, it can also parry the zapper attacks. I would have thought that that would have been like an axe only sort of thing, but no, pickaxe can also do that. If you want to know more on the axe, or like more on the axe's shove, that sort of thing, I'll have my axe video linked in the top right if you want to watch that. Since this weapon more or less sucks at taking on hordes, the shove is a great tool to utilize when defending your barricades. You shove the zombies, repair the barricade, and either shove them again, or just take a swing at them. Alone, without the shove, the pickaxe was already better than the axe on paper. And this is just like adding on. It's better! It's superior! Ugh. Oh, but prof, the axe can shove a door clean off its hinges, and the pickaxe can't. Yeah, but the pickaxe deals enough damage just to do a normal swing with the primary attack and destroy the door anyway. Take out the middleman. I've had a few people tell me that this is a downside of the pickaxe, that you can't shove a door off. But you just use the primary attack and it does enough damage anyway, so it doesn't really matter at all. And of course, akin to the axe once again, you do get slowed down when shoving. In essence, it really just helps balance things out so you don't run around spam shoving people. I mean, I'll of course talk about this at some point later on in a separate video, but the devs do a really good job at balancing everything in the game. Like, they're really good at that. And of course, this weapon has its own section for things it can do in maps. Who knew? Just like the spade, it's as if I foreshadowed this in my spade video. First and foremost, and probably the most well-known one, is it can break down the brick wall in Catacombes de Paris. No need to grab the sledgehammer, with the pickaxe you can break it straight down. And this actually saves you time, because first of all you don't have to walk over, grab the sledgehammer, walk back and hit it. But the sledgehammer also slows you down, the pickaxe does not. So therefore it's technically the better weapon to use to take out the brick wall. It also makes the finale in London far easier, because of its really high damage, you just punch a hole in the vat with one swing. It's awesome. The weapon does an outstanding amount of damage, and all these little extra things, all these map bonuses you get for the items, it's always a fun little thing to add, you know? And that's the pickaxe in a nutshell. It's more or less just an offensive version of the axe, which combats my one main complaint in my axe video, that it wasn't really like a good weapon, if that makes sense. Like, it wasn't really a good offensive weapon. It just helps the sapper actually have the ability to properly defend themselves. It has the right speed and damage to be pretty combat effective, and it's a great utility to defend not just you, but also your teammates, especially with that really high damage. While the pickaxe is quicker than the axe in terms of swing speed, shoves are just as good for helping downed teammates. This item is awesome, absolutely incredible, and I would recommend picking this one up. Like, it's literally just a straight up upgraded version of the axe. You can go down the path of the spade and upgrade your buildings, or you can just straight up upgrade the axe and buy the pickaxe. Thanks for watching as always, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you when I see you.